before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live, number one.
Okay, we're back with more action on Real Sports Live. That was the end of the first quarter. And if you guys are barely tuning into Real Sports Live, this is Eddie Eduardo making a comeback. I haven't been here, it's been a while since I've came back to Real Sports Live. I think it's been months, as we have one of the biggest districts in the valley, the 2 6A schools, as we're having as you have the Lady Falcons on their home turf in Los Fresnos going up against the Lady Harlingen Cardinals, as both teams are still in the huddle right now, as we're moving on to the second quarter. And if you're barely tuning in right now, the Lady Cardinals are winning this game so far, and it's a low scoring game actually compared to the guys basketball score. It was a little bit higher, but as the Lady Falcons are coming back to to the court, as they're going to be the first ones to start off this second quarter. The one to pass the ball right now would be number 2, Clarissa Esquibel. Number 22 for that layup, and what a sweet kiss on the back of the rim. And back of the square. It goes inside the net, and also draws the foul right there. I don't know if it counted because I still see the same score on the scoreboard, as she was able to make that shot. Oh, yes, she did. She made the 2 and she made the free throw. And that was number 22 for the Falcons, Ari Gallardo, for that nice layup right there. Really smooth. As the Lady Falcons get it back, I think the Cardinals lost the ball right there. And you have the point guard for Lady Falcons. She was also the one that made that nice layup just earlier, and also made that free throw. Trying to get some open leverage. Goes for the 3. Does not execute. Goes too much calculation on that 3-pointer. Doesn't go anywhere. The Cardinals get it back. Number 23 passing the ball right now. That would be for the Cardinals, Alexis, passing it to their point guard, number 1, Rosa Zapata. Go for a 3 and swish, and makes it in there for the score. And that's enough for 16 points. As right now, as the Lady Falcons take it to the free throw line, and it would be number 22 again, Layla Brias. And was able to make that point right there. And she has another one, as they were able to make it into making it into a 5-point game right there. And it was, as number 22, Layla was able to make it, or no, I'm sorry, Ari Gallara was able to make it good for 2 points. And the Cardinals make it back and for that layup, and it's no good, goes out of bounds. As the Falcons bring the ball back, once again, the Cardinals are applying pressure. They're playing the full court press and giving the Falcons a difficult time trying to set up the ball, but they were able to. And again, once again, what a nice layup by number 22 for the Lady Falcons, Ari Gallardo. She's been on a roll as of today. And was able to, and that was good enough to make 2 points right there. And I believe the Falcons, right after the first quarter had ended, while they were taking that break, or that timeout break, I guess they were trying to adjust to the Cardinal strategy by full court pressing, you know. Most of the times I see teams do it like right at the end of the quarter, especially what I've seen so far. But you know what? You could do it however you want, as long as it like wins you the game. But, you know, I think the Lady Falcons all they have to do is just, you know, adjust to what the Cardinals are trying to do. And those 2 free throws were good. And I believe that was number I would like to apologize. That was number 15, Callie Cervantes, that she was able to go up to the free throw line, and she made those free throws inside. And the Falcons bring it back. And what a nice maneuver, nice combination right there. Or great teamwork. So far it's been area all game, as she goes back to the free throw line, makes that first free throw point. And she makes it again for another point. As the Cardinals bring it back. Number 11 passing it to, going for that three, does not make it inside. As the Cardinals still have possession of this ball. Passing it for that open person. Trying to pass the ball right back, but there was too many Lady Falcons on her. And the Cardinals get the ball back again, trying to see if they could actually make something happen here. Setting it back up and decides to go for that three-pointer. Does not make it inside. Goes for the layup, throws it back in there, and was good for that point right there. And that was number 11 for the Cardinals, Avery Hinojosa, as she was able to get the layup and just launch it in there enough to make the point, but a point's a point, you know. And the Falcons trying to respond back. Cardinals applying pressure once again, playing good defense here. And by the way, the Cardinals have, my apologies, they have 20 points. And the Lady Falcons, representing home right now, have 15 points. So it's a 5-point game. And tries passing it to the open person for the Lady Falcons, but it was too much power on that pass to the point to where it goes out of bounds. And the Cardinals get it right back. Trying to pass it to that open person, but gets intercepted by the Lady Falcons. I believe that was number 21, and that is good for another 2-point conversion. And that was number, I believe, 21 for the Falcons. Alvia Parra, and this is her freshman year, folks. And she was able to make enough for 2 points, which they're only down by 3 points as they get the ball back, pass it to number 15, Victoria Hernandez, who's a junior this year. And the Cardinals get it right back. Goes for that, takes the three, nobody home, tries to keep it alive, but it's no use. As they're rotating the players for the Cardinals, and I believe they're also they're alternating the players for, or you know what, I think they're taking a timeout right now. We'll be back with more action at Real Sports Live. This is Eddie Eduardo as we go on to commercial break for our local sponsors.
Real Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back with more action. I believe the Cardinals were able to make 2-point points, and as they make another 2 points right there, and that was a good highlight right there. As it's now 24 points, the Cardinals have the lead. The Lady Falcons trying to, make a comeback, and the Cardinals playing good defense. And also from that commercial break, we want to thank our local sponsor that's sponsoring Real Sports Live. We want to thank Sherryland Independent School District Excellence. We want to thank Sherryland Independent School District for sponsoring Real Sports Live. Excellence is our tradition. And we're back with more action right now as number 22 once again goes for that three. And that would be, once again, Aria Gallardo. She didn't see an open lane, she didn't see anybody open to pass it to, so she was like, screw it, let me just go for that three-pointer. And the Lady Falcons take it right back, trying to see if they can find that open lane. So far, they've been having a difficult time trying to find those open hot spots. You know, defense is your friend. Going for another three. I actually thought it was going in, but the Falcons got that rebound, tried adding some more points, but it's no good. Right now, the Cardinals have 24 points. The Falcons have 17 points. It's a 7-point game, folks. Still single digits right here. And this will be enough for the Cardinals to go to the free throw line. Number 14, Julia Bryant, going for those free throws. Let's see if she can make them both. Oh, it was just one, and she was able to make that first one, as they're bringing in a fresh new player from the bench, as they alternate the players just right now. As she's going for another free throw to see if she makes this one, and she does not make that one. The Falcons were able to go for to get that rebound on the ball, and a nice layup by, you guessed it, number 22, Aria Gallardo. As so far she's been the one actually going for those layups. The Cardinals getting those rebounds and actually just putting the ball in there, hoping to get something in there. And so far it's been working, as right now they have 27 points. It's a 10-point game, and the Falcons have 19, my bad. And the Cardinals, and that was a great stuff by one of the Falcons players. Number 24 for the Falcons, the sophomore Saria Jones, as she was able to, as she was there when nobody was expecting it, and was able to make that stuff right there. But it's going back to the Cardinals as they get the ball back. Number 21 is inside, shoots for the ball, nobody there as the ball goes back out of the rim. The same one that shot that pass got the ball back, passing it to her teammates. And the Falcons playing good defense, playing aggressive defense, trying to get the ball back. And I believe the Lady Falcons call a timeout right now. We'll be back with you with more action on this tremendous matchup right here on Real Sports Live. This is Eddie Eduardo going on commercial break to our local sponsors.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Be extra thankful this year with faster internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet service throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. Take a slice off the cost with free installation. Gobble unlimited gigabytes with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Imagine watching your favorite movie or sporting event on a 100-inch screen right in the comfort of your living room. See the big picture with great sound. Get a theater installed in your home today for just $29.99. D-Tronics for your auto, home, or business.
We are back in the action right now. The Falcons were trying to make something happen, but the Cardinals were able to get the ball back with their defense. And I believe the Falcons drew a foul. Or no, my bad. The Cardinals were the ones that got fouled. as one of the Falcons are alternating the players right there. And I forgot to mention to you, when we're on commercial break, we want to thank our local sponsors, VTX1 companies, for supporting Real Sports Live, where their internet is great. And you could call their number 1-800-446-2031, and they have good security their internet's super duper fast. And we go on to our next sponsor. We also want to thank them as well, D-Tronics, Auto, Home, and Business. And we're coming back to you more for more on the action. And the Falcons were able to score 2 more points on the board. The Cardinals, my bad, 2 more points. Or no, yeah, the Cardinals. And the Cardinals trying to get the ball inside. But so far, and that would be a travel, as one of the players tried going for the layup but stopped while they had possession of the ball, and it would go right back to Harlingen, to the Lady Cardinals. And the Lady Cardinals are bringing it back. So far, I've noticed for both teams so far, it's been nothing but layups, nothing but like, defensive plays, and nothing but getting the rebounds from those balls and just throwing it in there. So far, it's been the Cardinals' best friend so far today in this game. For the Falcons, it's been more of like number 22 going for those layups, even though they might not be an open space, but at least she could at least get something in return, which is like a foul. And the Cardinals go for that for the layup in the side with that good pass, and was able to pass it to number 23 for the Cardinals, Alexis. There's a bit of a frustration out here in Los Fresnos gym, as people were saying that one of the players from the Falcons have traveled, but it was quite the opposite. They actually got fouled, and they're taking it to the free throw line. And that is number 15 for the Lady Falcons, going for the free throws, which the junior Victoria Hernandez is the one that got fouled on. And it's getting hectic here as people are complaining and saying that she did not get fouled. It was more of a travel, as that free throw is good enough for 1 point. And I guess there was a little bit of an early jump as the Falcons get another goes back to the line. And that'll be the end of the first half, or end of the second quarter, as both teams are going to try to adjust so that way they could be able to come back to the next half of the third quarter. As right now, it's been going the Cardinals' way so far. They've been actually, since the start of the game, they've been actually playing good defense, been playing good defensive plays as far as full court press. And so far, what's been helping them out is the defense, and actually going for those rebounds and actually just putting it in there. So far, that's been helping them out. For the Falcons, so far, it's been number 22. The senior for Lady Falcons, Aria Gallardo, as she's been so far making those high-risk plays as far as going for those easy layups, and so far they've been working for them. I think if it wasn't for that, they would have not been at 22 points. Let's see what ends up happening. Let's see if the Falcons will be able to adjust for the next half, and let's see if the Cardinals could continue on in this streak right here. And we'll be back with you with more action on Real Sports Live on this commercial break. And this is Eddie Eduardo coming back to you on Real Sports Live.
I will recognize
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hi, Real Matters. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Real Grand City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
There's a guy in the showroom that says he wants to trade in his ride.
And? Oh. Write him up.
Santa traded in his sleigh at Hacienda Ford, but he left all his presents in it. Now, Hacienda Ford is giving away all those presents to less fortunate families here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At
First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Silent Night? Yeah, right. Get boomin' sound this holiday season from D-Tronics. Like this JVC package deal with an AM/FM CD player with front USB and aux input, 200 watts of power, and a pair of 300 watt speakers for the front of your ride, and a pair of 6x9 400 watt speakers for the rear. Only $89. Or get this Pioneer AM/FM CD player with front aux, remote control, 5-band EQ for just $59. Christmas at D-Tronics. For your auto, home, or business.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. As we're back in the action, we want to thank our local sponsors for helping sponsor Real Sports Live, so that way Real Sports Live could still, be alive up to this very day. And the Falcons are at this first half. The Falcons get the ball back as they have their biggest powerhouse right now going for that layup, but was able to fall down and the ball was not able to go inside, unfortunately. And the Cardinals get the ball back after this second half. The first possession of the second half for the Cardinals as the point guard trying to set up the play, Rosa Zapata. I don't know which grade she's in right now. I don't know if she's a freshman or sophomore or junior or senior. As she passes the ball into the side, what a great inside play as she passes it into the middle, passes it to the side of the court and the side of the basket. As the Falcons were able to steal the ball back, passes it to number 21, but it was too much power on that ball to where she wasn't able to get that. She wasn't able to catch it. Number 21, Athena, tried catching that ball but could not catch it. Goes out of bounds. Cardinals get the ball back. As Rosa tried going for that pass inside, goes out of bounds. And it's 31-22. Cardinals still have the lead. The Cardinals trying to see if they could find an open plate so that way, as there's a person wide open, going for that layup, perfectly executed right there, hits the square, goes inside the basket. The Cardinals make another point for their team, and the Falcons go back quickly so they can make a point as well. The Cardinals fans are yelling out that should have been a foul, but the referees are not saying anything as the Falcons get the ball back. The Falcons take it to the very top, passing it all around, goes for that three, and nicely executed right there by number 21 for the Falcons. And that would be the freshman Alveria Para with that three-pointer. It was like a line drive right there. Barely was able to make it for that three-pointer. And she'll be able to make 3 points, which would make it 25 points for the Lady Falcons, and also the Harlingen Cardinals have 33 points. And it would be an 8-point game right now as the Cardinals get fouled and they go to the free throw line. And the one to go up to the free throw line would be number 15, Galia Cervantes. Makes the ball inside for the first free throw. Makes 34 points as the Lady Falcons are alternating their players. Number 15 just came inside. That would be junior Victoria Hernandez. I don't think the Lady Cardinals were able to make that other free point throw conversion as the Falcons get fouled right now as they were trying to go for that layup. And it's, I don't know if it was number 22 or if, let's see if it is, or, yep, sure enough. So far she's been actually the one actually taking those, going for those daredevil layups to where she knows that she could get fouled as long as she just aims at the right spot. And she didn't make the point, but she's in the free throw line right now. She was able to make that first shot. Doesn't make her second free throw. And the Cardinals get it right back. Trips and falls, gets right back up. Her teammate was able to save the ball and gives it right back to her and goes for that bounce pass. Passes it right back. And nicely well done by number 11, Rosa Zapata. She was able to jump up high to throw the ball inside as they make another point, as they were able to get the ball back and they were able to make 4 points on this possession as the Cardinals make it harder for the Lady Falcons to come back as they're making more points. We'll be back with you for more action in Real Sports Live after this commercial break. From Real Sports Live, this is Eddie Eduardo.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
We're back with more action. We want to thank our sponsor, MTZ Dental Group. It's a dental facility for your teeth. If you're needing to get like a cleanup for your teeth or needing like, a checkup or needing like, some braces or that case may be, it's a good investment. Go to Dental Group if you're close to that area. As we want to thank them for helping out Real Sports Live for sponsoring us as the Cardinals are still in their huddle, and the Falcons will get the ball back. Number 2 to start off the game, or to start off, would be senior Calirsa, but it's no use. As the ball goes out of bounds, the Lady Falcons get the ball back. And the Lady Falcons, number 2, trying to see if there's an open person. And they give it to their tall teammate, number 10 for Lady Falcons, Layla Salas, but it was no use as the they had like a couple of Lady Cardinals there to not let that ball go inside the net or to make that block as the Cardinals get the ball back. And Rosa Zapata, trying to slow the pace down this game because they know that they have possession, trying to waste some clock right here. It's the third quarter, as they're just trying to, as they go for that three-pointer. Does she make it? She does not. The Falcons were able to make for that rebound, loses the ball, and there's a Cardinals player there for that ball to go for that layup. Nobody home, does not make that. As the Falcons passes it to the other side, as their player was not able to be there for that ball getting passed towards them. The Cardinals getting it right back. So far, like it's been like, you know, back and forth. Teams both intercepting the ball from each other. Right now, the Cardinals get it back. Trying to slow it down. Falcons trying to play their good passing strategy right there. And that's number 23 with the dribble. Finds an open lane to pass it to number 12 for the Cardinals. And that would be Sydney Portillo for that pass. Oh! That was nasty right there. I don't know what happened, but Sydney Portillo was there right close to the rim and was able to make 2 points for her team. And right after that, I guess the Falcons were trying to get the ball. Accidentally ran into one of the Cardinals players, ran into like the sideline of the Cardinals, and the Falcons get the ball back. What a great defensive play by number 14. Goes for the layup and makes it in right there, nice and easy. Number 14, Julian Bryant. And what great defensive play, going for that teardrop, but does not make it in. Draws the foul. Number 23 for the Cardinals, Lady Cardinals. Alexis Cruz, I believe. As the Cardinals have 42 points and the Lady Cardinals have 26 points right now. Right now, the Lady Falcons have home turf advantage right now, but the Lady Cardinals didn't come alone, as they brought Harlingen with them, as we also have the Harlingen people here right now at Los Fresnos high school gym, and the Lady Cardinals are going to take it right back, as Rosa Zapata trying to practice her dribble work, passing it around to her teammates, as Rosa trying to see if she can make something happen, but there was nothing there. And the ball is going towards the Cardinals are getting the ball back. And as one of the players from the bench team came back to pass that ball, nobody home, as she was probably hoping that there would be somebody there for that ball, but nobody was there for the save. As the Falcons, once again, the Cardinals are adding pressure to the Falcons, trying to not allow them to get comfortable, and I think that's the reason why they're winning this matchup, because of defense. You know, you need a bit of both. You need to add points to the game, and you also need defense to slow your opponent down, and that's what the Cardinals have been doing so far. And the Cardinals get the ball back right now. Right now, the point guard would be number 23, Alexis. She passes the ball for, I believe she was trying to go for that three-pointer. I don't know if it was in the three-point line. Number 4 passes it to number 23, to Alexis. Does not make it inside, but does draw a foul. I don't know if it's going to be 3 points or 3 free throws. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2, but she got fouled on the 3-point line. And Alexis trying to see if she could make all her baskets. As she was able to make the first one. And I think it's everything all together. I think it's defense and just the fact that they're making their points and they're also making their free throws. I think that's the reason why they're winning this game so far. If the Falcons are able to, flip the tables around at the end of this quarter and also play hard at the second quarter, they might have an opportunity. But they would also need to play good defense to be able to catch up. And Alexis, I think, I don't know if she made all 3 of them, but she was able to make the last one to make 44 points. And the Falcons trying to. And what a great play by the Cardinals right there. I'm telling you, folks, so far they're applying pressure, and so far the Falcons are feeling pressure, so they can't be able to focus on what they're trying to do. And that's what the Cardinals are actually trying to do. And so far it's been working. But right now the Falcons go to the free throw line. Couldn't make that first free throw. And right now on the free throw line right now would be number 24 for the Lady Falcons. The sophomore, Sarah Jones. She was not able to make both of them. And the Cardinals get the ball back, passes it to her teammates, passes it to Hermes Scoggins. Goes for the three-pointer, goes over the rim, does not make it. The Falcons get the rebound, trying to see if they could be able to pass the ball and be able to get it to their side as quick as possible before the Cardinals catch up, before they apply the defense. You got to be really quickly, especially if your opponent's putting all that pressure to you. You just gotta think quickly. And the Cardinals are alternating their players, as you have some players going back to the bench. You have fresh players from the bench coming back into the gym. Some of them haven't been playing this game. Some of them are just really starting, or some of them are actually coming back. It's hard to tell. And right now, it's a 20-point game, as the Cardinals have the 20-point lead right now. The Falcons have the ball, have possession right now. Number 21 trying to set it up for the Lady Falcons. Freshman Elvia Pera. She passes the ball, sets it up, taking it to the top. Number 22 so far. The one actually taking the risks of actually going for the layups and actually been going to the free throw line all day long, and also been making points, either making points or making free throws. And that would be Aria Gallardo, the senior, as this is her last year, trying to make a statement. As she was able to make that first free throw for her team with 27 points. And was not able to make the second free throw, but her teammates were able to get the rebound, trying to see if they can make it back inside. Takes it to the top for that three-pointer. Does it go inside? No, it goes right back out. Goes for the gets the rebound, tries to pass it to the open person, but gets fouled. They just been passing it around everywhere, trying to see, but the ball for some reason cannot go inside. Number 15 taking it to the free throw line for the Lady Falcons. The junior Victoria Hernandez was able to make it inside. As long as they're able to make, some progress or some points, little by little, they could have it. They might have a chance, but only time will tell at the end of this game. Right now, the Falcons have 29 points. Once again, we're in Los Fresnos gym, the Fresnos High School gym, as the Cardinals were able to make the ball go inside that hoop, as they were able to make that 2-point conversion, as they have 48 now. As there was an open a teammate for the Lady Falcons. She was trying to go for that layup, but she traveled right before she was able to go for that layup, so it was no good. The Cardinals trying to score quickly, trying to find the open person to score, get fouled, and they take it to the free throw line. And right now taking it to line representing the Lady Harlingen Cardinals. It's kind of hard to tell because her ponytail's in the way. Number 21. At the Leonardis. My apologies. Does not make both of them in, but was able to get the rebound to give it to the next person. And what a great hustle play. What a great layup by Rosa Zapata, I believe. Goes for that layup, goes too high, goes for the rebound, and goes for the ball to go inside. And the Falcons have the ball back as it's number 1 with the ball. And the Cardinals intercept the ball back as they're going to take it, go for the layup, passes it to her open teammate, gets fouled, and they're taking it back to the free throw line. As right now the Cardinals have 50 points and the Lady Falcons have 29 points. As the Cardinals are just making it harder for the Lady Falcons to catch up. Both teams getting fouled, both teams going to the free throw line. And the one coming back in from the bench, number 15 for the Cardinals, would be Kalia Cervantes, as she's coming back right. She's coming right back in. And you have number 5 for the Cardinals, Emery Scoggins, trying to set up the play, taking her time, just trying to waste the clock out, trying to find her open spot or trying to find out her open teammate to see if they're there. And as she was able to get someone, the Cardinals were not able to execute that that game plan, as the Falcons are just trying to pass it to their open person, even if it means passing it from the other side of the court. Number 24 going for that layup. Is she going to make it in? No, she does not make it in, but there is a foul here. That's right. Number 24 going into line representing the Lady Falcons, the sophomore Sarah Jones. She's a sophomore. Making that first free throw, helping her team go to the 30-point margin. Let's see if she's able to make this other one, and does make it in. Nothing but net. And the Cardinals getting it right back. And that will be the end of the third quarter, as the Cardinals are leading this game 51, and the Lady Falcons have 31 points. The Cardinals have about like a 20-point advantage, and by the looks of it, it looks like they're going to try to see if they could take this one home on the fourth quarter. And let's see if the Falcons could be able to make something happen, you know. And we're going to go to commercial break for more action with our local sponsor. This is Real Sports Live. This is Eddie Eduardo. Coming right back.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Back with you with more action on Real Sports Live, as once again we enter into the fourth quarter, and this is it, folks. At the end of this quarter, we're going to see who ends up taking this game home in this rivalry matchup right now between both history-making competitors, which are two of the best 6A schools that I know personally, which are the Lady Falcons. And as they were able to make that great, nice teardrop right there, was able to make, I believe, 3 points, I guess. But that was a 2. I guess they already had, my apologies, at 31, but they were able to make 2 to make 33. And we have the Lady Falcons. We're at Los Fresnos. They have home court advantage. And number 14 makes another great, makes a play for her team, which would be Jasmine Garcia. Using her height advantage to make that layup. And the Cardinals will get the ball back. And I forgot to mention that the Lady Falcons are at their home court turf at Los Fresnos, at the Los Fresnos High School gym, as they're playing against one of their most known history rivals, the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. As the Lady Cardinals are here to make a business statement right here, as that's what they're doing right now with 51 points, and the Lady Falcons have 35 points. Right now, up to the free throw line will be 23, a swish inside, and that would be Alexis. As she makes 1 point to make it 52 points, as she makes her other free throw, which is going to be 53 points. And the Falcons take it back once again. The Cardinals haven't stopped doing this, but they've been full court pressing all day long, and so far it doesn't look like they're tired at all from full court pressing. I'm guessing it's from all that training and all that good cardio work. And you have, I believe, Zapata right there. Or no, I take that back. Avery and Ahosa tried going for that side layup, but it doesn't go inside. And the Falcons take it right back, as so far this has been passing it to anybody that's in the other side close to their net, because from all that pressure going into their that the Cardinals are giving to them so far, they've just been having to just launch it to their teammates. And the Cardinals are just trying to slow it down, just trying to, as you can see, they're just trying to kill time. Why should they make more points if they're already ahead? It's totally understandable. Right now, both players from the Lady Cardinals team are both all spread out from each angle of the gym, trying to just waste some clock right here, as they already as they have 6 more minutes to wrap up this game. I wouldn't say it's over, but right now the Cardinals have full advantage of this game, but the Falcons are trying to fight back as they have the ball back, and with their good defense, they were able to intercept the ball, trying to set it up for the 3, and wasn't able to make it in, but was enough to go to the free throw line, so that way they could get something. And that would be number 21 for representing the Lady Falcons, would be the freshman Olvia Barra. Man, she's a freshman. Unbelievable. She might have a good resume right there, as she was able to make a point for her team. Let's see if she's able to make that other point. Doesn't go inside. And I believe this would be her 3rd free throw. I guess she got fouled on the 3-point line, so that's why she's making 3 free throws, and was able to make that one to make it 36 points. And the Cardinals just trying to not having to make any more points than what they already have, just trying to just waste some clock, just trying to as we have 5 minutes going on to this 4th quarter at the end of this round, as both players from the Cardinals just spread out, just trying to dribble finding good combinations right there, finding good passes right there. The Falcons is trying to hurry up quickly so that way they could score quickly. Going for the layup right there, but does not get it inside, but does get another, gets fouled on and goes, I believe, to the free throw line. And that would be number, I'm guessing number 22. So far, I've noticed she's been like the only one so far. And she might not be the only one, but so far, out of everybody else, a huge percentage of the time that I've been commentating so far, she's been the only one that's been actually going for those layups. And so far, it's been giving her, like, you know, getting her to the free throw line. As she was able to get her, like, another point, which is making it 37 for the Falcons. As long as they're able to make something happen, at least make some points and score quickly, they could be able to make it. I would say, like, you know, give it to your best three-point one of their best three-point shooters, so that way they could be able to. I think that's the way you're going to be able to catch up. But so far, even with both teams, or even with the Cardinals, or even with both teams, so far, like, everybody's been trying to make threes. So far, they have not been going in. So far, what's been going good for both teams is that one team is playing good defense, and both teams are, like, you know, just passing it to those open spots. And so far, and also as well, taking those layups, and so far they've been going in. So far they've been going out, and also on the free throws as well. As I believe the Falcons or the Cardinals had a quick timeout. There was no need to go to commercial break, as the timeout was so quickly. And right now, I believe number 14, representing the Lady Cardinals, Julie Bryant is the one is about to make those free throws. As there's silence, trying to concentrate to make those free throws as they could still continue being ahead. And she only had one free throw, did not make it inside. The Falcons bring it back. Number 22 once again going for that high risk layup. Nobody there, and once again goes to the free throw line to at least get something in return. And so far, I gotta give credit where it's due. Area Grado, my bad. Trying to see if she can make her free throws, and was able to make one. And I could tell you this, they're almost close to getting to 40 points. And, you know, it would just be like a 10-point game. And, you know, anything could happen, folks, you know. Little by little, you know. And I don't know if you guys watched the Chiefs versus the Houston Texans game, but everybody had thought that the Texans were going to win that game, and they were, like, extremely ahead. And then to the next half, I take a nap and I wake up, and I found out that the Chiefs won, and they actually scored quickly to the point to where they were able to beat the Houston Texans. But that's besides the point. All I'm saying is that anything could happen in this game. Can the Cardinals still, right now they're just wasting time, and so far it's been helping the Falcons catch up little by little. And once again, so far I've said it once and I said it again, Ari Grado going for those layups, and so far it's taking her to the free throw line. And if she makes 2 points, it would only be a 10-point conversion to make it 50, and, you know, they would have to make 3 points to tie it up. And she was able to make her first free throw, and she has one more. Let's see if she's able to make it 40 points. And she does, and it's a 13-point game, folks. It's really not that bad. If I were the Falcons, I would really, and once again, the Cardinals responding back, saying, like, this is not going anywhere. We're going to take this game out. And that was able to make them. The Cardinals right now have 55 points. The Falcons have 40 points, so it's a 15-point game. And what's going on right here? And sorry, folks, I was so caught up in telling you guys what's been happening to where I don't even know what's happening right now. And I believe the Cardinals got fouled on. And the one going to making those free throws would be number 4 for the Lady Cardinals. The Lady Harlingen Cardinals would be number 4, Alyssa Salas. Let's see if she's able to make those free throws. She makes one of them, which will be 56 points for the Cardinals. She's going for another free throw. Makes it inside again, making it 57 points. As we have 4 minutes going into this, or no, 3 minutes. And there was a bit of a collision right there by both teammates from both teams. And they're going to give the ball right back to the Lady Cardinals. And the Lady Cardinals get it right back. They could either do two things, either like waste some clock or add more points to the thing, but I don't know. But I mean, so far I guess they're not too afraid to actually waste some clock right here, because I noticed that ever since they've been wasting clock, the Falcons have actually been catching up little by little, but the Cardinals have to kind of switch it up a bit so that way they could remain on top. And number 15 just styling and profiling right there with those dribbles. But one of the Falcons players, number 21, the freshman Alvaro, was able to play good defense by getting a hand in that ball, so that way they could get the ball back, and they do. Number 2, throwing it outside, senior Clarissa, as they're passing it to her point guard. No, I believe number 2. And there's been a little bit of a sportsman-like conduct right there. I don't know if it was I guess it was against the Falcons, as one of their players actually wanted to start something, but one of the players from the Cardinals took it with class and actually didn't add more fuel to the fire. But anyway, that's besides the point. More action to you. Oh, my apologies. It's the fourth quarter. We have 3 points right now. Going to the free throw line, trying to make those free throws. Makes it inside for 1 point. And I believe that would be number 22. The senior area Colorado. And the Cardinals bringing it right back. And we got about 3 to 2 minutes remaining. All the Cardinals have to do is just waste some clock. They have the game already won. They just need to waste the clock, and the Falcons need to score quickly if they at least want to make it an overtime or tie it up or something. And the Cardinals will get fouled to take him to the free throw line, and it would be number 5. Going to the free throw line would be Emery Scoggins, as she was able to make that first free throw point right there. And the Cardinals are very close to making it to 60 points, or 1 more point away to making it 60, which will make it a 20-point game. Falcons just launching it. They're just passing it to whoever's out there open, and was able to get that point out there. That was number 24 for the Falcons, the sophomore Sarah Jones. And passing it to the open person. And that's like what I was saying, folks. The Cardinals are just trying to waste some clock here. That's all they have to do right now. As you can see, they're just taking it nice and easy. I don't know if that was a bit of a taunt, but everybody's going wild. I actually thought one of the Cardinals players were going to go for that three-pointer, but does not. She knows that they don't want to do that. They already know they have this game won, so they're just going to take the high the high moral route and just just run out the clock. And I don't know if the Falcons have given up or if they're still trying to put up a fight. Because one thing is just giving up and knowing that you already lost. The second is if you still want to make a statement and still, not leave the game without a fight, And going back to the free throw line, trying to go for that free throw, does not make it inside. Number 15, Kelly Cervantes does not make it inside, as she has another one to shoot. Tries to shoot it in there, does make it inside, swish, and makes it into a 20-point game, or I should say a 16-point game. My bad. And we only got like about 1 or 2 minutes left, folks, and we're gonna call it a day after that. And this is the matchup of tonight's Friday night game between two household names, which would be taking place at Los Fresnos High School. Lady Falcons versus the Lady Cardinals. And as the Lady Falcons get fouled on, taking it to the free throw line. And I think, is that number 22? Yep, that is. As they get the rebound, trying to launch it in there so that way it could go inside. The Cardinals end up getting it back, end up going for that rebound. They get the ball back. You have one of the point guards just getting inside, just dribbling it all around, just passing it around, just trying to kill time. They only have like about 1 minute, trying to go for that layup. Or for the Cardinals, it really doesn't matter. They're not concerned about making more points. They're concerned about just leaving it in their hands as long as possible, keeping it in their hands as long as possible, and just wasting some clock, like what I've been saying this entire time. Like you see, she could have just went for that layup, but she held on to it because she knows they already have this game won. They just have to just waste the clock. And so far, they've been going in circles. So far, that's been their game strategy. And we only have 33 seconds, folks, and this game will go straight to the Cardinals. And we have 26 seconds left. The Cardinals still have the ball left. And the Falcons still trying to put up a fight by getting the ball back. We have 19 seconds left. And the Falcons have possession of the ball right now. The Cardinals are still playing defense. And yeah, exactly, showing some good sportsmanship. This ain't WWE. And we have about 10 seconds, but the Falcons will go to the free throw line. And the one going back to the bench, number 21, for the Cardinals, Anthea. Number 21 going for another free throw. The freshman, Alvera Para. As she was able to make another point. We have 8 seconds left. And the Cardinals are going to take this one, folks. And that is game over. And you have the championship of the game. I mean, not the championship, but the winner of the game would go to the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, as they were able to make a business statement going into the Lady Falcons territory and winning this game 60-46. And I could tell you, from my judgment, what I've actually been seeing, the player of the game would have to go to number 1, Rosa Zapata. So far, I mean, I'm not perfect, but so far, I mean, for her being a point guard so far, she's been actually the one other players from the team have actually made points as well, but the player of the game goes to her, as she's made, as she was able to make, or all together they were able to lead their team to victory. And that does it for you folks right there, as once again the Lady Cardinals were able to win this one tonight on this Friday night game. And we want to thank you for joining us on Real Sports Live. You could always watch us on YouTube. You could watch us on our website. And we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Bert, my camera guy, for actually recording the game, and also for me coming back. It's such an honor coming back. It's really fun. It's been a while, and I was just telling Bert on the player of the game. So, but yeah, folks, it was an exciting game. The way the Cardinals were able to win this game was because for playing good defense by applying a lot of pressure to the Lady Falcons to the point to where to make them uncomfortable to where they're not able to make all those points, you know, and I'm just assuming that they've been working this like on practice where they've been actually running this, and you know I never got to see the Cardinals actually really tired or them actually getting sloppy, but they were able to make the Falcons pretty sloppy by executing their defensive plan and actually going for those defensive rebounds or offensive rebounds and just passing it to the open person, and that's how they were able to make those points in. And I gotta say, from my judgment for the Lady Falcons, the player of the game would have to go to this person that I've always been mentioning since all game today, would have to be number 22, the senior Ari Colorado. She would be the player for the Lady Falcons, but the player for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals would have to be number 1, Rosa Zapata. And that's all I gotta say, folks. We want to thank our local sponsors for sponsoring us, VTX, all those good sponsors. I'm gonna take them out right now so that way they could get acknowledged. It's always good to at least acknowledge the people that are helping us out. We want to thank Sherryland Independent School District, where excellence is their tradition. And we also want to thank VTX Companies, where they have the fastest high-speed internet and the fast phone service or cable service. And if you're close to that area, call their phone number hotline, 1-800-446-2031. And that does it, folks, right there. As the Cardinals get this victory tonight at Los Fresnos High School. And good night, folks. Hope you have a great weekend. This is Eddie Eduardo, and this is Real Sports Live. Good night.